Yo, what's up? It's your boy. So despite what many of you must be thinking, wow, they faking this. They don't even have a British accent. They don't even have a British. I'm sorry, it's not my fault that I was shipped here late, so my accent is literally an unstable mix of I don't even know. But yeah, I lived in Birmingham for a couple of years with my grands, and then I got booted to London because I was a stubborn child and I need to have the subject combination. I don't do that subject combination anymore. So, as I was saying, I was shipped to the good old UK late, and my family they're all in Asia. I guess I'm a Mr. Worldwide. But one thing I'd like to say as an individual who has lived in Hong Kong for their entire childhood and returns there because that's where my parents are. Okay, I'm Malaysian as well. The public transport there is not great. So I'm not saying that the whole of Asia has the good cush public transport. But I am saying that Hong Kong in particular has one of the best public transport systems. That's not to say for England. Oh, no, not the good old United Kingdom. Rush hour? What do you mean rush hour? The fastest thing is the velocity of them impatient drivers' hands honking the car horns because we move a centimeter an hour. That's 0.4 inches for you American folk. Please don't kill me, I'm sorry. Public transport! It's yeah. So I was booted off to London. And you would think, wow, it must have been an upgrade from Birmingham because there's some stigma in relation to Birmingham. I don't know. People just don't like it. Shh, it's okay. I love you. But London! We have your standard public transport services. We got buses. We got trains. And we got the underground tube. Okay, my Hong Kong pals really do be out here calling it the London MTR, but whatever. But the tube is really important because it's part of the lifestyle. But here's one thing about the good old tube service here. It's not great. Well, in comparison to my childhood experiences, okay, the carriages are all really old and dirty. I don't even think that they've cleaned them in 10 years. That's an exaggeration. Please don't come at me and do not take that as fact. I'm sure that they clean the carriages, right? Right? There's no service because you're underground, because it's the underground. So I don't get to watch my YouTube videos or listen to music on Spotify because I'm not getting Spotify Premium because I'm cheap. And lastly, it's so hot, which I get that there's many places that's hotter than England because obviously Hong Kong is clearly gonna be warmer than England, but it's still. And you, my special viewer, may be thinking, wouldn't it be good in the winter months? No! Imagine walking outside. The wind is literally blowing you away, and I'm a small person, so once the wind was pushing at me so hard, I slammed into the wall next to me because it was that strong. So a smart person, you know what they do? They would wear all the layers. Call me Shrek because we've got layers like an onion. Layers mean you're nice and toasty. Then you go into the underground, and then it gets toastier and toastier. Well, when you are hot, and no, I'm not talking about smexy hot, I mean temperature, people would do one of these two things. You either take off your jackets and coats so you don't overheat like a normal person. Wait a second, you'd actually do that if you were smexy hot as well. Anyways, you know how I mentioned my pure stubbornness? Here's what the second group would do. You'd keep it on and die. I want my Hong Kong public transport back, please. Also, you can call me Smooth Brain, but I only learned recently that if you use the contactless card for the underground, it's way cheaper than buying a ticket. Huh. So do that if you ever visit London. I didn't know this since I was always in Birmingham, but the more you know. I was a strange little patootie and was a boarder, as in a boarding school. So when school came around, I'd take the underground and overground for about 2 hours so I could get my sorry butt to the outskirts of London for school. And a friend of mine was going to join me because he was near, so why not go back together? So I needed to get to the underground. But remember our good old friend, the coronavirus? This meant that all except one of the exits were closed. And guess who had to scramble to figure out which darn exit I was supposed to use? Coco, don't you live there? Shouldn't you know? Well, I was busy trying to keep myself safe by not going outside. Also because I don't go outside at all, but we don't talk about that. Okay, so this is what the station is like. And I was here. The sign said go around this way to the entrance. So I was like, okay, it's not like I have a suitcase to drag around, but let's go. So I'm walking and I get to one of the entrances and I was thinking, perfect, it isn't that long. Psych! That entrance was closed. And I keep walking and I'm 3 streets away. And I was like, what? I'm gonna be late. I can't contact him because he's underground, so he can't receive my messages. And I had this pretty little thing I like to call my Ono thoughts. Luckily, there was this lovely lady who directed me to the right entrance, so that was good. But let's look back at my map again. So I went this way, like the sign said. But if I went the other way, I would have saved myself a whole lot of trouble. Look at this. So I don't trust signs anymore. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. We managed to get to school on time, so it was Gucci. Please like if you like this video. Subscribe if you want to see more, and don't if you don't want to. See you later. Take care and bye.